at C-SPAN WJ. Now, for an overview of what's in the SAVE Act, it includes provisions that would require individuals to present an eligible ID, photo ID, before voting. It would require states to obtain proof of citizenship in person when registering an individual to vote, and it would require states to remove non-citizens from existing voter rolls. Now, it's worth noting here that it's already illegal for undocumented immigrants to cast a ballot in federal elections. But this is a top priority for the president, and he spoke to Republicans about it last week at the party's annual caucus retreat at his resort in Doral, Florida. And in this clip, he's advocating for certain other provisions that are in the Save America Act.
The only reason you vote against voter ID is because you want to cheat. There's no other reason. They come up with reasons. They say, it's racist. That's their number one, racist. Then you have to explain it, and they're just sitting there mumbling. They can't explain it. And it's actually very insulting when they use the term racist. Very insulting to the people that they're trying to so-called defend, but they're not defending. Then I wanted to add two more to it because they're, I say 95%, maybe 100%. No men in women's sports, very simple. Add that in. And I wanted to add in one other, I'm not even adding in no open borders because, you know, there's some people that like open borders. These people are crazy, but that's okay. Because I want 5 things that are like close to 100%. No transgender mutilation surgery for our children. You can't have transgender for our children. So those 5 things, voter ID, citizenship, mail-in ballots, no mail-in ballots, right? We don't want men playing in women's sports. That's got to be about close to 100%. We don't want men playing in women's sports, and no transgender mutilation of our children. Now, that should be the easiest thing to get past that you've ever had. Each one, it's best of Trump. Those are best of Trump.
Now, the Save America Act did pass in the House last month, but it is mostly on a party line vote, except for one Democrat who supported the legislation. The Senate legislation, which was introduced by Senator Mike Lee of Utah, has 48 GOP co-sponsors, and yet, as is reported here in NBC News, some Republicans warn that Trump's Save America Act is doomed to fail as the Senate tees up the vote. The senators see no way to get around the Senate's 60-vote threshold. Others in the GOP are frustrated that Trump appears more focused on this bill than tackling the cost of living. And obviously, there's quite a bit of Democratic opposition to this legislation as well. Last month, during the House debate on the Save America Act, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries blasted Republicans for their policies on voting integrity. Here, he's asked if President Trump's goal with the measure is to nationalize the midterms.
First of all, why are they doing this again? They already passed a version of it. What do you think they're doing with this? And how do you see it relating to Trump's talk about nationalizing elections?
Well, Donald Trump clearly wants to nationalize the election because he knows if there's a free and fair election, it's over. Right? The House is gone. Senate majority likely gone as well for these Republican extremists. Because the American people see, as Democrats, we're the only ones actually fighting hard on the issues that matter to drive down the high cost of living, to fix our broken healthcare system, and to clean up corruption and the mess that Donald Trump and Republican policies have created. Republicans have adopted voter suppression as an electoral strategy. That's what the so-called SAVE Act is all about. And this version is worse than the last version. Because this version, as I understand it, would actually give DHS the power to get voting records from states across the country. Why would these extremists think that's a good idea that we as Democrats are going to accept at this moment in time? We want DHS and ICE, who have been brutally, viciously, and violently targeting everyday Americans to have more data about the American people? It's outrageous. Something is really wrong with these folks. I think they're trying to lose elections at this point. They're a disaster. They failed.
When it comes to elections, Americans are increasingly worried about voting. According to a new poll, here it is reported in PBS News, Americans' confidence that their elections will be run fairly has dropped to its lowest point in years, according to a new PBS News NPR Marist poll. Ahead of a consequential midterm contest in November, 2/3 of Americans say they are confident their state or local government will run a fair and accurate election, a drop of 10 percentage points from the month before the 2024 presidential election. The percentage who expressed confidence is at its lowest it's been since Marist first asked this question in 2020. The drop has been driven largely by Democrats and independents, whose confidence has dropped 16 and 11 percentage points, respectively. Republicans, however, are 3 percentage points more confident in how elections will be run this November within the poll's margin of error. Now, when it comes to our question this morning, confidence that your state and local